Hey guys, it's time for more Mace Griffin. I'm going to shut up now and let the beginning of this video stand on its own. Yep, this is a great section. Let me use my editing magic here to make a cool pause and tell you what the fuck is going on. In the previous video I pointed out the ceiling when we were in the room with the Gados, and yes, that is the ceiling. You have to make your way across the vents and lights in this room, and this requires you to make a couple of really bullshit jumps. I'm really not kidding here, the jumps are extremely tight and you also have to kind of angle them. It's a bit hard to explain that, but you have to curve your jump a little bit. Yeah, seeing how floaty and bad jumping in this game is to begin with, that is a real challenge. I had to practice this section, I don't know how many times, I really lost count. And to make matters even worse, the room is staffed by a bunch of snipers and some rocket launcher guys. Now you may think, why don't you hunker down in the vent and just snipe everybody? Yes, this is a pretty good idea and I also tried it, but the problem is that the rocket launcher guys are extremely good at firing rockets into your tiny vent. And you also can't evade the rockets inside the vent, and yep, you just get gipped. Eventually I got really fed up with trying to beat everybody in the room and just did my best to practice the jumps and get through this fucking section. As said, I really can't recall how many times I had to try this fucking section. I'm glad that it's behind me.
Ranger, get up to operations! Hurry, we can't hang on much longer!
Despite what McQueen is saying here, there is actually no time pressure in this section. Now I can also bring up a small mistake that I made in the last video. When I said that the warning about not killing civilians is bullshit, I wasn't entirely right. It's not total bullshit. The people in my thread, shout out to them by the way, prompted me to make a few scientific experiments. As it turns out, there are civilians that you are not allowed to kill and you will actually fail the mission if you do, but it's kinda hard to tell which civilians you are allowed to kill and which you aren't. The only pattern that I could figure out is that killing civilians in a section where combat isn't happening and also won't ever happen usually leads to you losing the mission.
I'll do anything. Just don't hurt me.
Don't worry, I just want some pickups.
Come on, knock him out.
In the following room we will come up on something that is akin to a mini-boss, I guess. You will see. No, it's not that guy, but you maybe can already hear it in the background. Yep, we have to snipe another dropship. It's a bit annoying to do it from inside because the door will automatically close, but believe me, when you step out on the balcony it will shoot you to bits. And the ship was also nice enough to make us a way forward while dying. There should be some wreckage around here. At least you would expect it to be. Do I even have to say anything about the jumping at this point? Oh man, it sucks so bad. Damn, McQueen has it going on. Look at how posh his fucking logo is. And this is the next kinda tricky section, navigating a slanted surface next to a death pit. Take a look at the blood decals here. I'm sure that there is a technical term for this, but I just call it fucked up. Man, this really doesn't look good.
Come on, Ranger! We're running out of time here.
You want to be a bit careful here because the room sweeper bot that you saw for a second can explode, and he will do so with the power of 1,000 suns. Yeah, he will pretty much kill you if he explodes next to you. And this guy is also a real jerk, because in 2 out of 3 cases he will shoot a grenade right in your face when you open the door. Yep, he insta-killed me a few times on my practice run. Fucking asshole. This room seems like a perfect setup for the shotgun, but it actually isn't, because you will empty your magazine before you have killed all the guys in the room, and then you will just get swamped while you have to reload. So yeah, assault rifle is still our best workhorse.
Damn it, they're blasting off with my Gado! Get after them!
I wouldn't exactly call it blasting off, but yeah, the Rustlers are now fleeing with a carrier full of Gado, and we have to go after them. The next section is a fairly tough space battle, and it's also on a countdown, but this time around the countdown actually isn't too bad. Eight minutes is pretty fair overall, I would say. Your ship is pretty close by, and by now you also should have learned a thing or two about space combat. But then again, there will also be a large number of enemy fighters, and this section can become kinda tough if you do not put some distance between you and the main bulk of enemies.
Ranger, you'll have to tag the escort fighters before you can dock with the transport. Once you're in, secure the bridge.
In this section we also see a new type of fighter, and this is the human model. I am saying that because I can only hear humans on the radio chatter, and of course you can't hear it because it gets drowned out. Human fighters are kind of mediocre overall. They aren't very resilient and also don't have the best evasive maneuvers. But on the other hand, they have strength in numbers and also use the same laser that we use. So yeah, they can do a lot of damage really quick if you just let them gang up on you. But another dangerous thing in this section is that the carrier has a bunch of laser turrets, and yeah, it's a really good idea to put some distance between it and you. Okay, that is enough distance, I think. Let's do some damage. Whoops. Yeah, in an earlier video I said that you have to be careful if you want to take cover on asteroids. Case in point. I honestly should have used my homing missiles in this section, but yeah, I pretty much forgot that they existed. Sorry everybody, it won't happen again. I hope. Okay, now the majority of fighters are down. Let's see what's left around the carrier. Here I'm flipping around a bit with my target selector to do some scouting and get a rough estimation of what is still left. It's not that much, but the carrier still has a shit ton of laser turrets on it. And that was the last fighter, but the carrier is still guarded by dropships. You can see that because their shield actually glows red. Dropships are rather slow and not very threatening. You can take them down with your homing missiles quite comfortably, but I really like to get close to them and then just unload with my stream missiles. Trying my best here to take out some of the fucking laser turrets. I really wasn't on top of my flying game as it seems. And the laser turrets are still laying into me, but don't worry, they won't be a problem much longer. Yes, I could destroy all of them now, but it's really not necessary. Just watch. And that's it! The turrets are nice enough to stop firing once the autopilot has engaged. Well, it's about time that we had some boarding action in a space game. There is a cut here because this particular section bugged the fuck out when I was recording. I'm going to splice the footage in at the end of this video and you should really watch it because it's hilarious, believe me. Never saw something like this before. The following section can be kinda tough because there are a lot of enemy around and they're also supported by gun turrets and you really don't have that much cover to work with. Well, let's see how it goes. It can be kinda tricky to locate the control panels in the heat of battle, and that's why I didn't turn off the turrets immediately. The control panel for this turret is one room behind me and I just didn't spot it. And here I'm just a big dumb baby and get again confused by a voice clip. Now I also realize where the second control panel is, but fuck going over there. Yeah, same buddy. I don't know, I just like Gados. And this room is set up exactly like the one before. Look at me, I'm a big tough space ranger. I can tank that turret, I don't need to deactivate it. I have really no idea what I was thinking. He was so close, how could I miss him? And finally I decide to deactivate the fucking turrets. And this is how I actually expected the shotgun to perform in enemy hands. Just compare this damage to the tiny amount that I took in the last video. Yeah, really no idea what to say about this. Well, let's fight fire with fire. However, the shotgun didn't really want to play ball, and so this encounter gets drawn out a bit longer than it actually needed to be. But it's also the last encounter in this level, so yeah, whatever. We already saw something like that in the beginning of the game. A lone ship escaping through a wormhole? I wonder.
You saved the herd. Great job. I got a pickup team on its way. We'll take care of things from here.
Good work, Ranger. Get back to kill station. I got another job in life.
And that's the end of this level. Thanks for watching everybody, and as said, stay tuned to see some hilarious bug footage. It's cool, believe me. Bye bye.